what's going on, guys? My name is Connor, and for those of you guys who don't have a long credit history, or maybe you just turned 18 and you're looking to get your first credit card, today I'm going to cover my top 5 credit card picks. All right, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so before I get into the actual cards, I just want to tell you guys right now that credit cards are not for everyone, okay? So if you don't have any money right now and you're just looking to get a credit card just because you feel like, oh, it's free money and I'll just have to pay the interest on it, don't do that. It's just going to put you in a deeper hole, and that's completely stupid, okay? But if you're looking to get a credit card strictly for the purpose of building credit and also getting a bit of money back, then it's probably right for you, okay? Because the whole time that I've had credit cards, I have not paid 1 penny in interest because I paid it off every single month. And I've also gotten close to a couple $1,000s back in cash back. I believe it's 2,000. I know it's more than 1,000. I know it's up there between 1,500 and 2,000. That's the money I've just gotten back from purchases that I would have made either way, okay? And so let's get into the actual cards now, okay? So the number 5 card, I'm gonna go in order of least to greatest, in my opinion. They're all very good cards, but just from my least favorite to my most favorite, okay? Number 5, the Discover It card, okay? So maybe a lot of you guys have heard of this one. It's actually a really popular card, especially for beginners, but it is a security card. It is a secured card, I mean, okay? And that's the only downside of this card, I'd say, because you do have to put down an initial security deposit, and that's why it's very beginner friendly, and that's why all you guys will hopefully be able to get it, because they usually say like, okay, we need $200 right now as a security deposit, and once you pay it back, once you pay your credit card and you've proven to us that you can pay it for a few months, we're just going to give you that money back. And essentially it's just a security deposit, just like if you're getting an apartment, where if something goes wrong and you're not paying it that month, then they can pull from that initial deposit, okay? And a plus of that card is that you get 1% back on all purchases, and you get 2% back on gas and groceries, which is a big plus. 2% back is a lot, and that's more than a lot of credit cards, especially the beginner ones. So it's definitely something to consider if you don't have any credit at all and you're just looking to start. This is the perfect card to be your first if you have nothing right now, okay? The number 4 card that I want to go over, okay? Some of you guys are going to hate me for this. A lot of people have mixed opinions about this card, but I actually really like it, and I've had a really good experience with it, okay? And that is the Apple card. And this is the only card that I will be showing you guys because, as you can see, it doesn't have my numbers on it or anything. And it looks really clean. I know I marked it up. I think I got it with a pen or something. But it's a Goldman Sachs card, and it's a MasterCard. And why my favorite part of it, honestly, there's cashback, but my favorite part of it is how beginner friendly it is, okay? So if you go to the wallet app on your phone and you add in your Apple card, you can see all of the money that you spent. You can see the money you spent last week, you can see the money that you spent this month, you can see, they divides it by like services, goods, health, and all that stuff. And you can kind of see like, okay, I'm overspending on entertainment. This is money that I can't afford to spend. And it really just helps you budget, and it really helps you see like, okay, I can't afford to be spending money like this. And it's just so beginner friendly, okay? And along with that, you get 1% cash back on every single purchase, no matter what it is, and 2% back on all Apple purchases, okay? Not Apple purchases. You get 2% back when you pay with Apple Pay, okay? That's what I meant by Apple purchases. 2% back with Apple Pay, so a lot of places are starting to accept them more. A lot of different places, and 2% back is a lot. That's more than a lot of credit cards, especially the ones that you can get without a credit score above like 720. So I really like it. And you also get 3% back, but that's only on Apple purchases, like strictly Apple purchases. So if you get something from the App Store, if you buy a new phone, a computer, and you use this card, you're gonna get 3% back on all of that. Okay, and I don't like to focus on that because usually you're gonna be spending more money on other stuff. But you gotta realize that a lot of restaurants and a lot of different places are starting to accept Apple Pay, and that 2% back is gonna be very helpful for you, okay? And so the number 3 card, this is one that is a bit less popular. I don't really hear as many people talking about it, and it is the Wallace Fargo Cashwise card, okay? And why is this card so great, okay? So first off, there is a bonus with them. Okay, so after you spend your first $500, you're gonna get $150 back just as a bonus for spending the first $500. It's just a little bonus. And for those of you guys who are like, what am I gonna spend $500 on? What am I gonna spend $500 on? You should not look at it like that. That's a very poor and bad way of looking at it, and that's how you're gonna lose a lot of money with credit cards, and that's how you're gonna fall into the traps of those people with credit card debt and stuff like that. You should only be using these cards for purchases that you'd make either way, okay? And hopefully you guys, most of you guys will find a way to spend $500. Maybe it's on your gas, groceries, whatever it is, and you're gonna get that money back pretty quickly, okay? So you shouldn't really worry about that. And also 1.5% cash back on all purchases, and that is amazing. Most cards that I see are like 1% back, and including the Apple Card on most purchases, but it's 1.5 cash back beats most, and it's definitely something to consider. So you're getting that 150 bonus, plus you're getting 1.5 cash back, and you don't have to have a high credit score. Some of you guys who have no credit at all or very, very poor credit, you guys might not be accepted for this card, but after you just like pay a couple months with maybe the Discover It card or the Apple Card, you'll be able to get this card and you'll be good to go, okay? And so my number 2 card, we're almost to number 1, is the Freedom Unlimited Chase Visa, okay? And so why is this card so great? It actually offers 3% cash back on all purchases for your first year, okay? And that is very good. You guys can go ahead and go on Credit Karma or look at other credit cards and try to find me another card that pays that 3% cash back on all purchases for the first year. Go ahead, leave it in the comments if you find it, but I'd be very surprised if you guys can find a card like that that isn't like a business card, or it's not a very beginner friendly card, because this is a card that you guys don't need to have a high credit score for. This is for beginners too, okay? Maybe a couple months, but I bet like if you guys all applied for this card right now, some of you guys would get it. I'd say most of you guys would get it, unless you have a bad credit history, maybe nothing at all, and they're just not trying to give it to you. But you don't need to have a high credit score for it. And 3% cash back is amazing, but after that first year, it goes down to 1.5 cash back, which is still really good, and it's the same as the Wells Fargo Cashwise card, and it's also above the Discover It and the Apple Card, so it beats them out, and that's why it's in second place, okay? And so my first favorite credit card for beginners, and this beats out all the other ones, and you'll see why, is the Chase Double Cashback card, okay? And why is that the number 1 card? Well, from the title, Double Cashback, it's 2% cash back on all purchases, not just the first year, not just for groceries, not just for gas, not just for entertainment. It is on every single purchase for as long as you want, 2% cash back. And that just blows all the other cards out of the water, because you will not be able to find another credit card like that is that beginner friendly. And I've referred to a few friends, and they didn't have any credit, they just turned 18, and they got that card and they got accepted right away. It's super beginner friendly. It's such an amazing card, and it's honestly an essential even if you're not a beginner. It's just a super good card, okay? So like I said in the beginning, credit cards are not for everyone. Be smart, be responsible, and credit cards will only help you as long as you're really responsible with them and you pay it off every single month. If you can't do it, don't get a credit card. If you can't buy it with your debit card, don't buy it with your credit card, okay? So hopefully you guys got something out of this video. Thank you for watching this far. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if you found any other cards that are similar to these, that are maybe better, and maybe I'll update it with a 2021, or maybe I'll update it with more intermediate cards, because these are all beginner. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.